What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube?
Sixers are in trouble. I need a top five.
Man, let's get into best of the week, man. What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube? Back for another episode of Charges to the Game Sports Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Roman. I'm here with the fellas, Big Z and Jay. Fellas, what's good?
What's up? What's up? Same old shit.
Same old shit, but a different day. But yeah, back for another episode. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And then again, on all major platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and obviously on the YouTube channel. But yeah, we are back at you guys for another episode, and we're now in week 14. So we're going to be talking week 14 action in the NFL. I know we haven't really done this in a minute. We were originally scheduled to have Diamond Miller on, but due to a scheduling conflict, she was not able to make it. So with that said, we're probably going to have to reschedule her for another episode for you guys. So if you guys were looking for that, so I'm sorry about that. Especially on the live, but this episode we're gonna be talking the NFL action, NBA stuff, and then obviously our sports bets, and we're gonna talk a little about boxing action when we get to it. So, actually, let's start off with the boxing. Let's switch it up, man, because it's been a lot of solid fights going on, and like I said, we love boxing, UFC, so have you, and we're just really looking for a reason to talk about it, but. Fellas, let's talk. I think we was talking a little bit before. Let's talk about this Devin Haney fight. I know it was like a few weeks ago. His fight against what was the gentleman?
JoJo Davis.
JoJo Davis. So Jay, that was your boy. I know we was kind of talking about it, and and everything like that. Like, what did y'all see out of that fight from Haney? Do you think he kind of solidified himself to be like one of the best at what is it like? He's at 135 or 140?
I believe 135. I may be wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of everything we knew Devin Haney was going to be, right? One of the top dogs in the class. I think he's 116. I mean, he's either 6th or 7th ranked. And JoJo Davis is right below him. I think everything kind of played out like it's supposed to. JoJo Davis, we knew was going to lose, but I said JoJo Davis was going to give him some bump. It's going to be a good fight. It was some flashes. It was some times, but Devin Haney definitely did win, but that's as far as you go.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm looking at Devin Haney like I just hate how boxing sometimes they try to crown guys prematurely. And that's just always been my biggest thing with boxing. Like I like Devin Haney, you know what I mean? But you trying to make him the next big thing. And he's not, man. I know they try to really build up these fights to get a lot of average, people to buy the pay-per-views. And that was a pay-per-view fight, right? Was it pay-per-view? Yep. Devin Haney's not a pay-per-view fighter, man. I mean, and the thing is, he was fighting a guy, and JoJo Davis, who's a journeyman. He's a solid guy, but like, who wants to pay pay-per-view type money for the people that are paying? Because I'm not paying. I'm just let you know that right now. But I did see the fight. But Big C, what did you see out of it? Did you watch it?
Yes, but I mean, my guy is Kambosos, who won the week before. That's probably the next fight is going to be Haney versus Kambosos, the Australian. Yeah. That dude is tough.
Yeah, he is tough. Wasn't he on the broadcast of the Haney fight? Was that him?
Yeah. Well, no, they interviewed him.
Yeah.
And Haney was at his fight the week before. So they're setting it up to fight.
Yeah, I like Kambosos a lot, man. I think if Devin Haney sleep, well, I don't think he's going to sleep. But I think he can definitely give Haney a lot of problems because I do like Kambosos.
Because I mean, he set himself up now. Kambosos is going to be he came out of nowhere to now, bam, he's the man.
Yeah, he's the man.
I mean, Lopez is gone.
Yeah, Lopez. he kind of all that talking, man. All that talking that Lopez is doing, and with the A side, and with this and with that. Now my man just sit there and lost his belts. He don't want to fight. I think he had a rematch call. He didn't want to do it.
He said he's not doing it.
Yeah. So I don't know what the guy's doing. He's a young guy, young fighter. So it's like, what are you gonna do from here? Like, you gonna start over and start back? Are you gonna move up in weight? I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. But
he needs to move up even that's what Kambosos was talking about after the fight. He was like, man, I would recommend he move up.
Yeah.
But Lomachenko's still there. I mean,
nobody wants Lomachenko. It's gonna be hard for Lomo to get a real shot because nobody wants to fight him.
Yeah, that's true.
Now Lopez might be forced to.
Why would he be forced to though? Because
if he wants another shot at this title, unless he's moving up.
Yeah, I think Lopez moves up because I saw it the first time. I predicted and I called it. I knew Lopez was gonna beat him, but yeah, I just think that Lopez. If you look at Lopez, his weight, his size. If you look at my man's back, I mean, if you look at a fighter, look at his back. He'll tell you this whole story. And I'm not saying something to be, cliche. I'm talking about his literal back. You know what I mean? It will tell you what weight class he's at. Like I saw Canelo. Canelo was coming up. His back kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and more muscular, and that opens up. You can see what weight class he can be at. But yeah, I mean, with Lopez, I don't know what's gonna happen with him, man. I really don't know. I'm wishing the dude the best. And then I wanted to ask you guys, what are you guys thinking about my man Anthony Joshua, man? Like I know he was a big hyped up machine, you know what I mean? So and then he's fighting this dude again. What's the guy? Usyk?
Yeah. He gonna get beat again.
He's gonna get beat again. He gonna get his shit rocked again.
Yeah, Usyk's a boxer. He's a real boxer.
Yeah, he's a real boxer. Real technical, fast hands, dodges in and out of traffic. Joshua's big. He looks like a defensive end. You know what I mean? Just out there boxing.
See, Joshua needs to fight. What's his name?
Wilder.
Wilder.
He ain't gonna fight him. Wilder. I used to be on the other side, but now my boy's been telling me for years that Wilder will punish him. Wilder will smash Joshua. I will say that.
Yeah, at the very least, that power. I don't think he can be able to handle that power well.
Yeah, and then like I said, when I saw in the last fight from Wilder, even though Wilder lost to Fury, he showed me a lot, man. Because I mean, he was outboxing Fury in those early rounds and hitting Fury hard. But the thing I said, one thing about Fury, he just got their heart, and he's the better technical boxer, and he came out on top. So
did you see Fury's brother pulled out of the Jake Paul fight?
I did. What did you think about that?
Bitch.
Yeah,
that's why.
You think?
I know you're going to hit injury, and he's a bitch.
Yeah,
he got scared.
So Woodley gets a rematch after getting that.
My guy.
After getting that tattoo.
I'm lying. But still, I'm lying. I haven't liked Woodley in a minute. I wanted to support him. I wanted to fake support him because MMA, but I'm like, let's just be real, James.
I mean, it's good for him. Has he? Let me ask you this, Jay, because I don't really know UFC numbers. Has he made good money in the UFC?
He's made decent money, but not a lot.
Not a lot. He made more money in that one boxing fight, I think, than the whole career.
Yeah, that's why I'm happy.
That's why he got the tattoo. Jake Paul said, "I'll give you a rematch if you get a tattoo of my face on your leg."
Yeah.
He went and got the tattoo.
He's wild for that. I'd be damned. You got me fucked up. Suck my nuts.
Yeah, I mean, people like that. Like I said, he's been fighting a long time in the UFC, and like I said, UFC they kind of cap out your money.
And he still got the rematch. He didn't need to get the tattoo.
I don't know. Maybe he's just a man of his word. I don't know, but I mean,
he wanted the money because in the ring, he said, "I want a rematch. I want a rematch," and then Jake Paul said, "Get a tattoo of me, and I'll give you the rematch."
Yeah, no, that's what it was. You realize I said that because they made a deal about that earlier. That's why
they did. Yeah, I mean, with Woodley, man. I mean, to be honest, I really don't want to see it. I was really banking on going because I really want to see my man Frank Gore and Darren Williams bang it out for real. You know what I mean? And
that's wild.
I was just looking, see you good.
Hey, bro.
I'm trying to hold it. My man Zeke, you good, brother. But yeah, like I said, I mean, to be honest, I was really banking on going to go see Jake Paul because I wanted to see him and Fury and all the whole atmosphere and stuff. But yeah, I was really wanted to see Darren Williams and Frank Gore. I mean, they're still on the card, but I don't want to go now. But
I can't believe it. The tattoo says "I love Jake Paul." He got a tattoo that said "I love Jake Paul."
If one lost, they had to get the tattoo of the other. Vice versa. So I was the underlying bet.
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think about what's my man's name? So who's left for Canelo, man? Who's literally left?
I don't know. One of the Charlo brothers said that he said he can beat him.
Man, them dudes. Why ain't they stepping to the plate yet, man? I mean, Canelo been kind of, Canelo fight anybody. You know what I mean? But
at this point, yeah.
I think he called him at one time before. But I mean, now they're saying they're ready because you on that side out there. They from Texas. You know what I mean, Jay? So did you run into them boys somewhere, man? The strip club or something?
I ain't got money hanging around them same circles. You know what I'm saying? But I do know some people that actually know them very well. I wonder. Or knew of them very well. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, just make it happen. Because I mean, he said that he could beat him, but he only mentioned that and got caught with the side, got caught on camera saying it. He didn't say it directly, anything like that. He just said, "Look at him, he tired. I can beat him." And it's like, "Oh, you didn't think we was gonna pick up that sound bite, brother?"
Right.
So yeah, he is smashing them.
Now let me ask you guys this before we move on to the NFL, because I know the NFL guys are waiting, man. Man, fuck this boxing talk. Fuck that shit. But if a lot of people are sitting there talking and chirping, do you really think with Canelo being at his highest ceiling, could he beat Floyd? Like, I mean, obviously, like I said, Floyd fought Canelo. Everybody keeps saying,
he was 21. Yeah,
he was 21. Floyd was old.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what do you guys feel? Because I mean, a lot of people say Canelo would smash him. Because if we gave him a few more years, or especially him now, he would definitely beat Floyd. But I'm saying Floyd is not. I mean, Canelo is now knocking out light heavyweights.
Yeah,
that's a whole different weight class. So,
it is.
I mean, Floyd never fought at light heavyweight. He never fought at. He didn't fight. Did he fight at middleweight? He fought at middleweight.
I feel like he fought at middleweight.
No, he moved up and fought. He went up just to make money. I mean, I think when he fought Canelo, he moved up to middleweight.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think about that? Do you think Canelo at his best would have beat Floyd when Floyd was boxing at any point?
Floyd's defense was too good. I mean, Canelo was good.
I've been telling people, man.
He couldn't hit him at all.
And this is what proved my theory, because I wanted to see that fight. You know when Canelo fought Billy Joe Saunders?
Yeah.
You see when Billy Joe Saunders was smashing him and moving all around, he was way quicker than Canelo, and he just lost because Canelo smashed his face in and he got that power. Floyd is way quicker than him. He's way quicker than Billy Joe Saunders. He's way slicker than him. And Billy Joe Saunders gave Canelo true problems. If he really could have went to the scorecards, he probably would have won. I mean, but he just couldn't hang.
I mean, my thing is though too is that I don't think I can absolutely rule out the possibility, because the only reason why I say that is because the way Floyd fights, his age is not really a thing. He's like, "Oh, I'm 30, I'm 40." Like, age does matter, but you don't bang. You're very defensive. Get that cardio up, stay slick. I don't even think he really hit hard. He just tagged in the right space or catch you with fatigue. Like, how he fights still support for longevity. I still think it will go down to the cards, but I do think that Canelo may have a chance to beat him in his prime, because all those body shots and the raw power, like what you said.
Yeah,
I mean, people are headhunt for Floyd, and that's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just like,
I'm still taking my money on Floyd, by the way. But go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you remember the fight, I mean, Canelo went at him. He just couldn't hit him. He couldn't hit him at all.
They keep saying he's young.
Young. Like, even
and that's
Floyd
the thing.
In the line.
But what I think, man, I just cannot see Canelo. Canelo's good. He's very, very good. But his biggest thing, he's not fast. He's not quick on his feet. You can box around him. Billy Joe Saunders, I knew it was going to be a horrible matchup, and it was for him. And, he was really lucky he got him out of there with the cut and really bashing him in and slowing him down and hitting him with them park. But I'm saying, you're not hitting Floyd like he would never get a clean shot on Floyd. I know that people can go back, look at Sugar Shane. Look what Sugar Shane did to him. I mean, different time, different place. Sugar Shane, did catch him. You know what I mean? What's the other dude? Maidana did catch him. Yep. You know what I mean? Yep. But, I mean, you got to also look at, the time he was a little older at that point when he fought Maidana. I just can't see Canelo really legitimately beating Floyd.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Floyd. I mean, if I had to put money on, I'm putting on Floyd, but I can't see a place where Canelo actually still wins. That power is ridiculous. Like, I mean, granted, like you said, Floyd can box with like circles around him too, but you also got to be playing Floyd's game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For me, I mean, like I said, I would if they fought, like I said, Canelo's fighting him at his peak, and like I said, if Floyd was at his peak, I mean, there was no chance. Even Canelo and Floyd at the peak, Floyd's fire. But if you pick an era of Floyd, like when Floyd was older, when Canelo fought him at the original stage.
Oh yeah, I think Canelo could have had a chance of winning that one.
Yeah, and that one, if he was a little older at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he wanted Pretty Boy Floyd. Floyd was coming to knock niggas out. Yeah. He was not coming to play with your ass
at all, you know. But shoot, fellas, let's hop into it. So NFL fans, like I said, I'm sorry about that, man. We did want to get the boxing out of the way. I know you guys are like, yeah, let's talk about it, blah 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 blah. But fellas, let's talk about last week, for instance. Like, what was y'all's biggest takeaways from last week, man? Jay, I mean, I got to start with you, man. Your two squads played against each other, man. Like, I don't know who you was rooting for. It was a close game. And obviously, I mean, the Washington football team, man, I mean, they came out on top. Like, how were you feeling going into that game and then the end result with Washington winning on the road with a field goal kicker? You know what I mean? Deciding the outcome.
Who been on the team for 1 week?
That's what I'm saying. Literally, 1 week.
No, literally won't. I mean, kicker's going. Shoot's going to shoot. Kicker's going to kick. I mean, I guess. Does that work? Probably not. But no, I mean, it was definitely weird watching. You know what I'm saying?
Local guy, too, Virginia Tech. So that,
it's still doing the broadcast, yeah.
I'm about to say, but it was definitely weird watching. You know what I'm saying? I still didn't know who would win, who I would want to win, per se. But at this point, I think that I just kind of have a disdain for Dallas so much that Washington can definitely take that W over the Raiders. I mean, I don't really like the Chiefs. I don't really like anyone else in our division. But like, I don't know. I don't think we're close enough yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hate false confidence. I hate false confidence. I hate like false stats. You know, for fraud teams. And we were looking real at first, but now we're looking pretty fraud. So let's cut it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are still in the hunt, the playoff hunt. I mean, we'll see what happens, but
I mean, Kansas City is shaped up.
Yeah,
so.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I'm like, oh, well, you know what? They shaped up. We can no longer hang.
Yeah, they owe the Steelers a big thank you for giving them Melvin Ingram.
Oh, here we go.
I'm telling you, they kicked Jones into defensive tackle because he was playing defensive end and he was struggling at end.
Yeah,
getting Ingram kicks him to tackle his natural position. Melvin Ingram on the outside, their defense went from ranked 28th to ranked 4th with that one shift of 2 players.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, was it Chris Jones? He's a power guy. He's more of a defensive tackle type. He's not going to sit there and rush off the edge like a Melvin Ingram who still got some gas and wheels.
That was their struggle all season, and then the Steelers just handed them a fix. Here you go.
But in that game, like it was on the road. You know what I mean? It was tough. I mean, like I said, it was a win-win for you, for real. I mean,
Washington and
then the thing is, now are we gonna get into it? This is Dallas week for the Washington fan. I mean, we all know a ton of Washington fans. They talking and they chirping. I'm even looking at trying to go into the game. The ticket prices are through the roof, fellas. I don't know if I can hang. I want to buy holiday gifts for my loved ones.
Yeah, that's what's going on right now. Yeah, that's what's going on.
But yeah, man, the ticket prices is crazy. But I mean, before we, like I said, we hop on that side. Z, I know from your perspective last week, y'all played
the season. The season.
The Ravens. How many times have you guys beat the Ravens?
So
isn't it like every time you guys beat them?
Yeah, we've smashed them. Yeah, they lost. Well, they've lost twice in the past 8 years. So. Yeah. But with Ben playing, they never lose. When the losses have come with Charlie Batch at quarterback, with Duck Hodges at quarterback.
Who the hell?
And
this man was Duck.
Yeah, Duck Hodges.
Duck Goose. Damn.
And then Mason Rudolph played a game and lost. So
damn.
But when Ben plays, it's been.
Where's my man Dwayne Haskins?
He'll be there to get a shot maybe next year.
Do you guys believe in him, man? Z, I mean, or you guys drafted? I don't think you guys believe.
No, so I know. So he looked good in preseason, but when Ben got hurt, they played Mason instead of Haskins.
Yeah.
So that tells you something. Haskins is on a 1-year deal for $700,000, and so I mean it's on the cheap. You're really paying him nothing.
Yeah, it's on the cheap, man. He's young, so I mean. It's good that he's on a team at least. I mean, especially with
and you got to remember the Steelers GM Colbert's an Ohio State guy, so he has affinity for Ohio State players. To give them a shot.
Yeah, I mean, but in this game, I was sitting there watching the game. I mean, the Ravens. I don't know if it's just them being hurt, but I mean, they just do this stupid stuff every year, man. I mean, they got to help.
They went for it.
What do you mean? Oh, they went them going for it.
The win, yeah.
They did go for it, but I'm just like, why? They said they didn't have enough bodies to finish the game. What was it?
Corners. Yeah, they had 3 corners injured, and Johnson was killing them. They couldn't cover Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson was, motoring down the field on them. But yeah, you guys came out with the win. I think TJ had a sack. He's really
he had 3.5 sacks
in the game.
Yeah. That's why he's leading the league now. That one Ravens game going against Al Villanueva.
I will say this right now.
More barbecue chicken.
I will say this right now. I mean, I really think TJ, if he stays on the same trajectory, he should win Defensive Player of the Year. Like I said, everybody already knows I feel Aaron Donald. Yeah, the same thing is happening with Aaron Donald, but he's not having that type of year. Yeah, he's getting double and triple team. We know that. But yeah, you got to at some point.
His competition is Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett's having a good year.
And Diggs started the year strong for Dallas, but he's
not a defensive player of the year.
Yeah, so he's out. It's going to be TJ or Myles Garrett.
Yeah,
and so
rightfully so, though. Rightfully so. I mean, in that division, and right now I give it to TJ. Unless he just
finally, because I mean, he lost to Gilmore, runner-up to Gilmore 2 years ago, runner-up to Donald last year. I thought he should have won both years, and so
Gilmore did have a nice year. But yeah,
this year he should. Yeah, he's on track. I mean, he's got more sacks better numbers playing 2 less games than Garrett. So
but Z, I don't want you to be surprised by this because they're going to use that same analogy this year with Garrett because Garrett is he's getting triple team.
No, but look, this year on TJ's behalf, I mean, without Tuitt, without Alu, everything is sliding to him this year. I mean,
I hope they see it the same way. But like you know how the NFL is. Like Aaron Donald didn't have the stats last year, but they was if you turn on the film.
Last year I thought was robbery, but I mean I thought Gilmore was robbery too. I can't believe Gilmore. TJ finished second again, led the league in sacks 2 years in a row, and didn't win Defensive Player of the Year.
All you can do is just keep getting these sacks.
The greatest compliment to him is Bud Dupree has 1 sack in Tennessee this season.
What Tennessee?
1. After having 16 and getting the $80 million contract last year, he's got 1 sack without TJ.
Yeah, you gotta tell the NFL that one, bro. But hey, fellas,
look at them books. They robbing.
Oh no, I was gonna say like, what do you like? I was going through running down these scores. Like the Colts smashed the Texans 31-0. The Lions finally got a win. I guess we got to talk positive about Detroit this time.
Celebration
I
time.
Told y'all, Kirk Cousins fucking sucks.
He's so inconsistent, bro. Like he's just so inconsistent.
I mean, and their defense. Did you see the last touchdown? I don't know what the heck the corner was thinking. Let them cut on it with 1 second left for the touchdown.
Yeah, the Vikings need to do themselves a favor and just let my man Mike Zimmer go. He's clearly not functioning. I hate the people bringing people personal business. They little young supermodel ladies got. I think it's like 30 years or 40 years younger than him. That's on his mind. He's not being the coach of the Minnesota Vikings. You know what I said? And I know there's a lot of football guys that listen to the show and word might get around to them, but I mean I don't really care. The Vikings need to move on. They got a lot of talent on that team. I think they need to move on from Mike Zimmer and Kirk Cousins, man, because I got people on that squad. I ain't gonna name them out that I do like and I do know personally, and I mean that's just how it is from my point of view.
Just keep 1 more week. Let the Steelers win this week, and then they can let them go next week.
Yeah. But yeah, that was looking bad on that side. Bucks fans, we did get the win in Atlanta over the Falcons. It was a typical game. I mean, Brady came back 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 boneheaded interception. I think it was right before halftime. He threw a little pass out to Fournette, and then they ran it. D lineman ran it back for 6. But overall, I mean, Gronk came back. Gronk was a monster out there. I think he had like 2 or 3 touchdowns. So I'm happy to have him back. And Gronkowski is really like Tom Brady's security, man. It's not the offense does not run the same when Gronk's out there. To be honest, if I could pick one person that we really need to really make it and actually be a contender, it would be the 2 guys that have not necessarily been there the longest. It would be Gronk, and then second would be AB. I really miss AB. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. And I don't think we won the Super Bowl without him this year. So I don't know if they're talking about the Bucks might cut him, this, that, and the other. And for the what was he, the fake vaccination cards or something?
Yeah, he had a fake vax card.
So it was confirmed. He does, in fact, had the fake.
He turned in a fake vaccination card to the league.
Come on, AB, bro, this ain't.
And then the worst part was after he got to training camp, he saw everybody else was vaccinated, so he went ahead and got vaccinated. But pre-training camp, they all had to turn in their vaccinations to the league, and he turned in the fake one.
Come on, AB.
And so that's why the suspension happened.
The thing is, he's better than that. I just, like I said, I just know the talent. Well,
AB is an idiot.
He's done a lot of stupid shit.
AB is an idiot.
He does do stupid shit.
He do bald shit.
All the way going back to filming himself on Instagram Live in the Steelers locker room. When
he made his rounds through all of our teams. Just think of
it.
He was started with your Steelers. He rated to the Raiders.
Yeah.
He came to my Bucks. Bucks. I think they hold on to him. Like I said, I think Tom knows he's too valuable because I'm telling you, when the playoffs come, nobody's gonna be able to beat those one-on-ones like AB. Mike Evans is good. He ain't AB. Chris Godwin is good as he ain't AB. And on 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 8. You can see Tom looking for him. I'm telling you, and he's incredible. He always gets open. But obviously, they got the win. Like I said, the Chiefs are back on track now. We're gonna see what is become of that. But fellas, let's get into the games this week, man. So it starts Thursday night, which is tomorrow night. The Vikings are at home, and they're playing your Steelers, brother. I mean, I'm probably watching the games with some friends and shit like that, but. What do you think about this game? I think this is a game that's set up to get you guys back on track. And if the Ravens continue to fall, you might can win the division. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So Ravens got the Browns, so that's not gonna be an easy game for them.
Yeah, and they're at Cleveland.
Cleveland.
That might be an game. For
so Joe Hayden's still out, but craziness. Ahkello Witherspoon, who with the sneaky trade they made week 1 with Seattle.
You didn't like him at first. He's playing good.
Finally, he started last game, played a great game. I was like, man, finally, is worth that 5th round pick we gave away. It took half the season, but he looked like a player now.
It's all good.
He wasn't even playing. I was like, what the hell? We give him a 5th round pick for a dude to run down on kickoff. That was the only thing he was doing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this game. I mean, look at the Vikings. We kind of talked to it before. They're having COVID issues. Thielen's out. Delvin Cook is out. He's injured. And, do you really trust Kirk Cousins, even though they're at home behind a shaky offensive line with the Pittsburgh Steelers defensive line playing a lot better? TJ and the defensive player of the year running. Yeah. And
Hayward getting double-teamed every play.
Hayward being double-teamed. Now, let me ask you this. My biggest thing has always been consistent with Pittsburgh. If they can score over 20 points, they could probably win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For me, they need to run the ball. If they can run the ball and control like they did with Baltimore, they were getting dominated with stats, and they won the game in the 4th quarter. So, hey, it's just boring football, but a winning football is winning football. Just make it boring for 3 quarters and find a way to win in the 4th.
Yeah,
that's true.
I mean,
slow football, grind it out. A lot of teams are not built for it. A lot of teams don't like that, especially if you play sports. Some people live for it, and some people like, damn, we're still here doing the same thing.
Yeah. Jay, I know you got to drop, brother, but I mean, is there anything out of these games or any bets that you wanted to people know before you got to drop, man? I know you had to step up out of here.
With NBA, yeah, I gotta go finish some work for making back out some hours. NBA, like I said, Knicks, Cavaliers per usual. Patriots has definitely been nothing but good money. Bills is frauds, and
shit, we playing this weekend.
And I don't know, man. Stop, don't be afraid of swine. Put bacon on your burgers. So y'all take it easy. All right, later.
But yeah, that's Jay for you guys, man. Let's get it. Like I said, so Steelers. I got the Steelers in this one. I mean, the Steelers with plus points with the Kirk Cousins led team.
I saw a stat. Tomlin, as a dog, has won 82% of his games as a dog.
Give me the goddamn Steelers. They're gonna beat the fuck out of them. And Minnesota. They getting back on track. And the thing is, that one tie helped them, man. That one tie, because they only got 5 losses. The only people. I mean, for the people that might think they only got 5 losses, not 6. That can help, because some teams are gonna have 6 losses. And Pittsburgh's going to have one less loss.
It was Detroit. They needed that win. Damn, yeah. Mason Rudolph scrub.
But, yeah, I like the Steelers in this game. See, I know you do, too. I like the Steelers plus points and money line. That's how I'm confident. I love that. But the Vikings, they don't really
Vikings got issues. I mean, they lost to Detroit. Only team to lose to Detroit.
Literally. I mean, moving on to the next game, the Chiefs are back on track. They're going to be at home playing the Raiders. Z, how you see this one shaping up?
I'd lay the 9.5. I mean, So it's the whole week. Last week, I was thinking about Teddy always covers, and then right before kickoff, I said, "Hell no, let's lay it with Kansas City." And so I researched the whole week, planned to take that plus 9.5, and then I teased down to 7.5, and I took KC, and that was an easy win. But I see it again. Chiefs at home against the Raiders. Raiders, since Gruden is gone, Gruden called the plays. That's a sneaky issue that the Raiders have. He was the in-game play caller, and so making adjustments in-game was a big part of what they were doing, and they don't have that anymore. And so they have their game plan going in the game, but they don't adjust.
At all. I mean, I love the Chiefs in this game. The Raiders are free falling to me, especially them losing their home to Washington, and the Chiefs trying to get back on track. And the thing is, with all the good teams, you look at it around the league, are heating up now. The Patriots, the Bucks, Steelers. I mean, they could possibly be a team out there.
The thing about the AFC North, all the schedules are ridiculously hard of all the teams. So, and then they play each other.
It's the division. It's within the division.
They're going to lose all the tough games, and then they're going to beat up each other, and whoever is left standing will make the playoffs.
I'm going to say this right now. The Bengals better watch out. They might fall out of the playoff run. You know what I mean? I don't even, to be honest, I never really was a big believer in them anyway. But
not an easy game this week with 49ers coming in.
I'm taking the Niners in this one. When we get to the game, Niners fighting for a playoff spot, to be honest. You know what I mean? I think they're a better team than the Bengals. But yeah, I think all on the Chiefs in this one. The next game, the Saints on the road in New York. The Jets just won the game last week, didn't they?
Nah, they got crushed.
It was the other week before. Before they won.
Gardner Minshew went crazy.
That's what it was. Yeah.
I mean,
they played the Eagles.
He passed for like 340. I think the Eagles might just roll with Gardner as the quarterback instead of doing that college offense with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, with
Gardner comes in and he runs a real offense.
He does. I mean, I was really, rooting for Jalen, Alabama guy, black dude at quarterback, getting opportunity. But yeah, he has not really. He's been inconsistent, man. I don't.
33-18. I mean, Gardner Minshew, 242 yards and 2 touchdowns.
But the thing is, if people that don't know Gardner Minshew was in college. Gardner Minshew made me a lot of money. Washington State with Mike Leach, the coach. I mean, I'm telling you, he made me so much money, and college football was ridiculous. I didn't even think about it. Like, and they're on the West Coast, and I would just just blindly take games. Didn't matter who they were playing. Give me Washington.
People dog him because he can't run. He doesn't have the
strong arm.
Yeah, the gun for an arm.
But he's smart. He makes the right
smart. He makes plays. As a backup quarterback, that's the perfect backup quarterback.
Yep. Look at Heineke. Heineke. He don't have he can't throw the ball downfield, but he gets in and out of traffic, and he does make plays.
They believe in him. They believe in him. That's part of the thing. The teammates believe in him. They rally around him, and they have a chance to win.
That's for damn sure. So, but yeah, in this game, man, I don't know. I might take the Jets in this one. The Saints, I don't like Taysom Hill. I don't like him.
He's horrible.
Next game, man, division matchup. This one could go either way with the things are going. The Titans are at home versus the Jags. Titans should win this game, man. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I would definitely take the Titans, but it's just a matter of are they going to come to play or not. I mean, they're still 8-4, which is a really solid record. What are they in the AFC South?
Yeah.
Who's in that division? Oh, the Colts are coming.
But the Colts keep losing. Colts keep covering. So if you bet them, you keep cashing.
Yeah.
But they don't win. They're not winning. So they can't make up any ground on Tennessee.
They can't make up any ground. So Tennessee's probably gonna wind up winning the division. But yeah, in this game, I like Tennessee at home. Over Jacksonville. The Browns are at home. We just kind of talked about it. Browns are at home playing the Ravens. And the thing is, the Ravens are getting plus money. Money.
Revenge spot on the Browns since they lost at Baltimore. But
this is incredible to me. The Ravens are 8-4. The Browns are 6-6, and they got the Ravens +3. Something's wrong there.
Yeah. So Lamar has struggled the last few weeks, ever since the Cleveland game, throwing interceptions. I mean, he's got 13 interceptions on the season. That is extremely high. 16 touchdowns, 13 picks. And he started the year, people were talking about Lamar for MVP. And the last 3 weeks, when you get in division games, because it's been Cincinnati, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and it's been interceptions. The division teams know you better than anybody. And so no matter what the division records are, those are always tough games.
Lamar going to have to show something different on tape, man, because he's really getting exposed on film. It's showing that if you blitz Lamar, if you go 0-man blitz with no safety, if you just blitz everybody and run man, and he can't know what to do.
Double Andrews. And
you can't do anything. Yeah. He can't do anything. And the thing is, that's so easy for any other quarterback to pick up. Like I said, I'm not. Like
Ravens don't make adjustments. They stick with what they adjustments.
But the thing is, they're trying to be catering to Lamar. I just really think, but Lamar is going to have to learn a new tune, man, because they're running this 0-man blitz at him, and they're blitzing everybody, and he's thinking, you got to run slants. And these guys got to get open. And the thing is, guys are running open. You got to hit them and find them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even the last play, if TJ wasn't in his face hitting him, Andrews was open for the 2-point conversion.
That's what I'm saying. They're running 0-man blitz. They're blitzing everybody. Yeah. Everybody's man to man, and you're telling me nobody can beat man. They're beating them. Lamar's not finding them. I mean, I know, like I said, they are missing their running game. They are very one-dimensional from that aspect.
Yeah, they cut Le'Veon Bell.
Yep,
that might be the end of his career. Yeah.
It probably is, and the injury bugs bit him in the secondary. Marlon Humphrey's probably going to be out.
He's going to be out for a while.
Yeah. So I mean, but yeah, and this is tough, man. Just because we live in Maryland, man. I say give it the Ravens. Who you got, Z? I'm not confident in that. I'm not confident.
So I'm going to take Cleveland because that helps the Steelers. We need to bring the Ravens back down a little bit. They're still 8-4, so another loss.
I know you're hoping for that too.
Let's
go.
The
Steelers went on Thursday night and the Ravens lost on Sunday.
Let's go, Baker.
Thick of things.
I'll be rooting for Baker Mayfield. No, I'll be rooting for them to run the ball. Just run the ball. Don't let Baker lose it. Just run the ball.
That's the thing. The thing is, the Browns really should win this game. The Ravens are very banged up. They got the best offensive line in the league.
Revenge spot at home.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is tough, man. I think I hate
Browns are 6-6. Everybody thought they were going to be great. They're a 500 team.
It's Baker. Baker sucks. I mean, I've been telling people. They keep saying Odell's the problem. Odell's the problem. No, Baker Mayfield cannot read defenses and he can't throw. But yeah, moving on to the next game, man. I don't even want to spend long on it. The Falcons and the Panthers. Who you got in this one?
I mean, Skip.
I mean, if I had to pick, give me Carolina, man. Just to stay at home, just because of that. Next game, big game. Washington football team at home.
Woo, that's gonna be a good one
with Dallas, man.
So I would take the point. So right now, Dallas is laying 4 at Washington. So I would take that +4. Washington at home, more than a field goal. That looks like a good bet.
I like this game, man. Like I said, it's gonna be. Like I said, we're here.
I think Dallas wins, but Washington will cover.
Yeah, like I said, this is the big game. You know what I mean? For the people that are local and that listen to the show, and the people that know me, I mean, I'm trying to go to this game, but like I said, ticket prices are through the roof, and I don't want to just give Washington football team my money. So we'll see. We'll see. If I can get on Game Time or StubHub, and some tickets do fall, and I'm able to make it. But regardless of the situation, I think with Dallas coming to Washington, I think Washington, it's going to be a good game. Washington defense is humming. Right now, they're playing a lot better. The secondary is playing like they should have been with Kyle Fuller and William Jackson and those guys. I just think I got to see what the running back situation is for Dallas, though. I think Dallas just has a little bit too much offensive firepower. I'm not trusting Taylor Heineke to go out there and score over 20 points on a solid, okay Dallas defense. I'm not saying they're the best or anything, but with Parsons coming off the edge with a superstar rookie and Lawrence and CeeDee Lamb, what are you going to do with him? You can't stop him with one corner. You got to double cover him. You got Amari Cooper and Gallup and all of these guys. Like I said, I know Washington, they've been, mucking things up with the running game with Gibson. He's playing good. But, I just think Dallas is just really gonna, come out on top. I think it'll be close though. But I do think
taking that +4 looks like a good bet.
For me, if I were betting this game, I wouldn't even. I'm probably gonna bet it, but I'm gonna tease it down. I would take Dallas in a teaser because I don't even trust with the -4.5 or 4. That's just for me. Just knowing what's going on and the refs and all of the
go the other way, tease Washington up.
Yeah. See, the thing is, what's scary for me is just Dallas offense. If Dallas offense gets hot, there's nothing you can do because they can score 20 points in a quarter. That's just for me. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I do like Dallas with I tease them down just to be safe in that one. But I do like Dallas. This other game, the Seattle and the Texans. Give me Seattle. Texans suck. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I don't trust Seattle, so especially on the road.
I'm just saying, if I had to pick, I'd pick Seattle. I'm not betting it, but I'd say Seattle.
Depending on the points, I may take Texans plus the points.
Yeah, or even tease it up, right? Get the plus 14 at home. Now I guess next game with the Lions on the road, fresh off their one win. Now they're playing the Denver Broncos.
What a record! 1-10-1.
Bro, you can't make this shit up. You know what I mean? Like 1-10-1. Like that's just crazy to me. So I mean, this is the game the Lions can actually win.
Denver laying 8.5. That's a lot of points. I mean, that's another one where you could tease the Lions up.
Yeah, they got a little confidence. They got to win.
That's a good teaser spot. The 8.5. Oof.
Yeah, it's a great teaser. Tease that up. To be honest, I'm sorry. I like the Lions in this one to win outright. I like the Lions in this one to win it outright, and I'm not betting it. But yeah, I mean, if I were to bet it, I would tease them up. That 7.5 would turn to plus 14 with the Lions. So that's from my perspective. That's what I would do. I guess this next game, man. I mean, the Giants are on the road playing the Chargers. I love this game. Bet of the week alert. I love it. I love the Chargers at home. Chargers at home, not on the road, at home.
Laying the 10. It depends. With Mike Glennon at quarterback, lay the 10. That dude, I think he's terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm banking on him. I'm not even a spread guy. The way I'm betting this is in a teaser format. So that 10 is going to turn into 3 or 2, whatever it is. Mike Glennon, he's former Buck. I respect dude, but hey, you just ain't it, brother. I love the Chargers. They fighting for a playoff spot. They're probably not going to win the division. They're still in the running though. But yeah, I love the Chargers at home. They need this win. It's going to be a big win. They're going to win by a lot of points. Bet of the week: not San Diego. What was it? The LA Chargers. I'm sorry, LA Chargers at home. Over the bum ass Giants. I'm sorry, they suck. Yeah, I love that. I love that. And we'll get into the bets of the week. But next one, man, the 49ers on the road with the what's the Cincinnati Bengals. How you see this one shaping up? Division opponent, man. You guys can catch some ground on them.
And it's been beautiful. So last week, Bengals hosted the Chargers.
Yeah.
And in the first quarter, Joe Burrow broke his finger and he couldn't throw the ball.
That was last week?
Yeah, last week.
Is he still playing?
He's playing. He played, but he was horrible.
Yeah.
And the Chargers got off to a huge 24-0 lead. Bengals came back, but they couldn't win.
Yeah.
So this week he's got San Francisco coming in.
They get after people on that defensive line.
And so it's gonna be a good game. Right now, it's San Francisco is the favorite, laying 1.5 at Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm actually not sorry. I like the 49ers. The 49ers, they got this game, like this for a reason.
Coming off a tough loss at Seattle.
Yep, coming off a tough loss. They really should have won. 49ers need this one. They need this one. They're not going to go. They can't lose 7 games, so they still got division opponents left. And then the Bengals, I know they're at home. I love the 49ers in this one. I don't love this bet, but I'll probably be one of my games I bet if all my 1 p.m. games go well. But yeah, moving on. Big game for the Bucks, man. Bucks at home, 9-3 record. Playing the Bills. The Bills coming off that loss. What was it, on Monday night? In
New England threw 3 passes the whole game. Only three passes, and they won.
Man, that Buffalo defense. Those guys, they can't stop. Obviously, they can't stop the run.
And they can't run the ball on offense.
But, they cannot run the ball. And the thing is, they can't, like you said, they can't run the ball. Yeah. But, they need to figure something out. Well, actually, hopefully not this week. I think with the Bucks this week, like I said, with us coming off that win in Atlanta, we're really starting to try to hum now. Leonard Fournette is running the ball great. Shout out to Leonard Fournette, man. He won Player of the Week a few weeks ago over the Colts when he scored 4 touchdowns or some shit. But yeah, he's having a big year. I think he might even make the Pro Bowl. So shout out to him. Tom Brady's in the MVP running. He's more than likely probably going to win the MVP unless something catastrophic happens. I can see that happening. But yeah, in this game, Bucks fans, I really wish I could get down there for this one, but I'm not gonna be able to make it, obviously. But I think the Bucks win. This game, this is one of my bets of the weeks. Like I said, bet of the week alert, man. Bucks are only -3.5. I would lay the points. Like I said, for me, like I said, I do teasers, so I'm teasing this down and just getting because I don't want to win by point. I won't worry about no points because I've seen it happen too many times. But like I said, I bet big money, so I don't bet 50 or 25 or what it is. But yeah, I think the offense is gonna be firing on all cylinders. Mike Evans gets a touchdown. Chris Godwin, they run the ball. The defense plays solid, but you gotta also be accountable that Josh Allen now he's gonna that weather's not gonna be a factor. Yeah. He does have a cannon for an arm, so the defensive backs cannot fall asleep back there.
It's gonna be a fun game to watch.
Yeah.
So
it's tough, man.
Yeah. So Bills in kind of a must-win spot because the Patriots been rolling.
Yeah.
And so they need to keep pace with the Patriots.
Yeah, like I said, they're gonna be gunning. They're gonna be gunning. The thing is, the Bucks, they get everybody's best effort every single week because with them being defending Super Bowl champs, so they're used to it. This thing is no different. I mean, the Bills are gonna be there to play. They had a horrible showing against New England at home, but throw that out the window. Like I said, Josh out that weather. What Buffalo likes to do is pass the ball deep down the field. They got the guys to do it. Our defensive backs are the worst in the league. Our secondary has been getting scorched.
Stephon Diggs.
I don't. Why you gotta say that? Yeah. I mean, the thing is, he's probably gonna get in the end zone. Him and they got Emmanuel Sanders. I think they got
Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley. I mean, the thing is, you keep saying, "Oh, these guys aren't that good." Our corners aren't that good. Our safeties are okay. I mean, Antoine Whitfield Jr. is good, but those other guys with the Deans and the Carlton Davises and I mean Murphy Bunting. I do like Murphy Bunting. I just don't got a lot of trust in him. But yeah, I mean, I think we get the win though. I mean, I'm just pointing out. Like I said, I'm not trying to be like a Bucks fan. Like we're gonna win. We're gonna win with the best team. No, I'm not that dude. I'm just telling you the flaws that we have. So, I like the Bucks. But your next game. Sunday night, the Packers are at home with the Bears. I mean, this has me taking the spread, and I don't take spreads all over it. They're gonna boat race the Bears with Justin Fields starting. What are you thinking about this one?
12.5 is a lot. Again, division dogs on the road usually cover, especially big spreads. I see Packers winning. 12.5 is a lot.
Tease it down.
Yeah, tease it down because that 12.5 is too much for a division game.
Yeah.
Rivalry game too. And then with Rodgers saying he owns the Bears, remember when they were in Chicago?
I own you. Yeah, home now. The whole crowd gonna be chanting, I own you. But the thing is, the Bears are a different team, and this is why I think they're gonna get boat race. Is Akeem Hicks is out. Yeah. I think he's out for the whole season. Akeem Hicks is I know a lot. He doesn't get the glitz and the glen. He's the best player on that team.
Yeah, run stopper.
He's a run. And the thing is, he's one of the guys. I'm telling you, I've seen it because, I mean, if you watch Akeem Hicks film, I mean, this dude's literally like a Christmas tree on the football field. You know what I mean? I'm saying that because it's Christmas time, but you really can't stop him. He's a big space eater. He's fast. He's athletic. He's big, and he's not out there. You got Eddie Goldman, who's okay. He's okay. He's not Akeem Hicks, and Mac is not having the type of production that he's used to having. They ultimately might, move on from him. He's getting paid a lot of money there at some point. But yeah, I love Green Bay teased them down in this one, and then the last game. How you feeling about this one, Z? I mean, the Cardinals, they got Kyler Murray back. This is the Monday night game in Arizona. The Rams have been looking shaky. They did get the win last week. But can they get Arizona?
Arizona at home. I'm not stepping in front of that train. I mean, James Conner looks like a Pro Bowler this year, running for them. Kyler Murray's unbelievable. Hopkins is unbelievable. I mean, they got the tight end they traded for from Philly. He's looking good. They look like a machine. I mean, that game against the Bears was easy money. Yeah. Beautiful last week, and I would lean. I'm heavy on Arizona this week.
Yeah, I mean
Rams have been shaky. Rams look good on paper, but if you watch the games, I mean Stafford looks like Detroit Stafford.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, people keep saying Matthew Stafford. He didn't have a team. Matthew Stafford, man. I mean, maybe it's him not used to having success. He's kind of tailing off because he was like an MVP candidate. He was literally like an MVP candidate. I don't think he's in that conversation now.
No.
But yeah,
Kyler Murray's the guy who's an MVP guy now.
Yeah, I mean, in this game, I got to go with Arizona until I see something different, man. I mean, I don't know what the Rams, what's happening with them, man. But they better clean some things up because they're going all in too with Von Miller. Yep. And all of these bringing all these guys in, man. So that's that. But yeah, I mean that's all the games. So I guess I mean, Z, from an NBA standpoint, before we close out with bets, what's going on with you? Like, What have you seen of late? I know you want to probably talk about the Wizards. You guys have kind of fell off the map.
Nah, but yeah, they came back tonight. They were down 15. Now they
got one tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're up now. So
they've been falling off.
They've had a rough road trip. So they've had a rough road trip. This is the last game on the road trip, and so it's good to end it on a win and then come home. It's after this they play. I think the next 5 games are against Western Conference teams. They do very well against Western Conference teams. So that's how they got to the big jump off in the beginning of the season, was beating up on the West. So that's, so we'll see how that goes. Wizards' problems, teams with bigs will give them trouble because if Gafford gets in foul trouble, a lot of times they play Kuzma at the 5.
Wow.
And that doesn't work. When they played Minnesota.
What is with Montrezl Harrell? Is he hurt or something?
No, he's playing, but he's a short 5. So when you have somebody, Montrezl Harrell really is about 6'7", and so when you have a 7-footer, Kuzma's 6'10", so they'll put Kuzma on the center, and he gets destroyed underneath.
Yeah, I mean, what? Let me ask you this, because I don't know the seriousness of the situation. What is going on with Rui? What has happened? Is he just done?
No, he's back with the team. He's on the bench for every game, so that's good. He wasn't even showing up, and now he's back on the bench. I mean, he had there's a lot of secrecy and what's going on. You know, he was doing all that Olympic stuff, and so it's like mental stuff he's going through.
I mean, hopefully he cleans it up. I mean, for me.
But the good thing, he's at practice. He's practicing, and he's there. So that's going to be a nice addition whenever he decides to play.
Yeah. I mean, for me, everybody already knows. I mean, I don't really have a legit NBA team like that I love and watch, but I more love players. So as long as I'm able to watch my guys like Embiid, Luka Doncic, also shout out to Coach Darryl Armstrong, man. I know you guys took a tough L the other night against the Nets. And guys like that, James Harden, Kevin Durant, those are the kind of guys I watch.
And Giannis and the Bucks.
Giannis, yep. So those are the kind of guys that I love watching. But let's talk a little bit about and close out, man, with these bets. Oh, matter of fact, before we do that, what is going on with Damian Lillard? They're talking about.
So today he said he's not demanding a trade, but the talk was they were trying to shop CJ, and then now he's got a major injury. So it was going to be CJ to the Sixers for Ben Simmons. Mm-hmm. And now that deal is off Sixers, so we don't want him because he's got I think he had collapsed lung or something crazy.
Jesus.
So he's going to be out for a while.
Wishing him the best, but yeah, I mean, and then Dame, I don't know what's going on with that, man. The whole situation just seems crazy.
Yeah, Steph close to breaking the Ray Allen's 3-point record.
Yep, that's gonna pass. He's gonna blow that up.
And look, the crazy thing is they play the Sixers in a couple of days this week. And on that day,
he's gonna play his brother.
Charlotte has the day off, so his dad gonna be there. He gets to go to Philly to see the game.
Who's his? Is he coaching?
No, he's the broadcaster for the Hornets.
Oh, okay. So everybody in the building. So it'll be a perfect.
That's like the movie story. He breaks it in.
He might just wait. Yeah.
But did you see his press conference? What was it last night? So he's 16 3-pointers away from 17 away from breaking the record. The record for most threes in a game is Klay Thompson's 16 threes in a game. And during the press conference, what was it, 2 nights ago, Steph said, "What was Klay's record in the most threes in a game?" The reporter said 16. He's like, "I think it might be a good night to get 17.
Crazy to me, bro. How do you make 16 threes in it? It's literally like shoot NBA shoot around.
The fact that he said tomorrow may be a good night to break that record.
Hey, he trying to be funny.
He said kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
What's the over under on that? Yeah, because I'm definitely taking the under.
Now people actually, after that press conference, idiots really bet that. Which game Steph will break the record? It was like 13-1.
People just
to hit the 17.
I swear.
That thing went from so after the press conference, it went from 13-1 to plus 250 for him to hit 17 threes in this game tonight.
If you gotta show me that, because I'm definitely taking the under on that one.
That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, because it's no CJ, no Dame. Yeah. So Steph gonna be out there launching from everywhere. They're gonna be up 20, and he's just gonna be chucking threes, trying to break that record.
Hey, but let's close up with these sports bets, man. So I guess I'll start it out. I don't really have a ton, like I said, especially with the college football season coming to an end. It was a great season. We got the Final Four set up. But Cincinnati's gonna be playing Alabama. Like I said, I'm rooting for Cincinnati. Man. I love Cincinnati.
Yeah, they got no shot. I mean, it's minus 13.5. Take it early. Take it early and often. I mean, I saw Cincinnati versus Navy. I saw Bama versus Miami live, both games, and there is a difference between the size
of the
offense and defensive lines. Cincinnati versus Alabama.
What's that guard the Alabama guy? I forgot his name. Willie Anderson or something. I forgot his name.
I don't know, but their line stepped up. They struggled against Auburn, and they looked like All-Americans. Against Georgia. They basically shut Georgia down.
Yeah. The thing is, the Alabama, people don't understand. They win the game in the trenches.
Yeah. And then the genius of Nick Saban abandoned the run and turn it into a lean on the passing offense in the second half. Even without their top receiver getting hurt, he just lined up and passed. So the problem for Georgia versus Michigan is a running team.
Michigan gonna fuck Georgia up. I'm saying this now. Give me Michigan. Michigan got to smash these boys.
So I'm sitting there thinking Michigan plus the points maybe, but Michigan doesn't have the pass offense. So the genius of
they can make it work.
The genius of Coach Saban is getting that big monster D line tired by passing the ball every play, making a pass rush all the time. By the third quarter, those dudes were sucking air. Tapping their head and get me out the game. Get me out the game. And I was like, wow, they abandoned the run and they just drop and just pass and pass and pass. And then that's how they won the game. And if they end up playing Georgia again, it's going to be the same strategy.
Georgia's playing Michigan?
Georgia plays Michigan. And so they'll play national championship rematch, Alabama versus Georgia.
We're going to see. And the thing is, it's going to be the same thing because that Georgia quarterback, he just ain't there.
That's their problem. Once they fell behind, he couldn't bring them back. I mean,
he's not that guy. But let's go with the bets, man. We definitely got to hop into that, especially when it gets closer to it. But, I mean, for me, I'm going to just keep it simple. Like I said, I don't really, I don't bet on any game. I really look at it and try to do research. I know we're coming at you on a Wednesday night, and the episode is going to be posted tomorrow, which is Thursday. But, like I said, keep an eye on these lineups. So for the NFL aspect, I do love the Chiefs money line and the teaser situation at home over the Raiders. I love that. Star that one. Parlay that with some other games you got lined up. I do like Washington. Well, actually, I do like the Cowboys. I'm sorry. Money line and a teaser situation over the Washington football team on the road. I know it's tough. Washington is playing better of late, but I do like Dallas in this one. Another game I do love. I love the Chargers. I was getting ready to say San Diego, but the LA Chargers at home over the Giants. The Giants are just a crummy team right now. I really think they need to move on from that coach. I mean, it's just been mediocre. I love it.
And the GM, have you seen their
and get Saquon out of there, man.
They committed all their big money to the worst players over the next 5 years. I mean, that Gettleman is the worst GM there is.
It's stupid. Man, the thing is, you're a big market team like that, and you got a bunch of bums.
He's leaving the team worse than he found it, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's horrible. Like Giants have a decent fan base, but anyway, I love the Charge in this one. I love the Bucks. Like I said, bet of the week, the Bucks. I love the Bucks at home over the Bills, and I love the Packers. I love the Packers at home over the Bears. But yes, from an NFL aspect, this is what you do. Like I said, I love the Chiefs. That's one of the games I love. So I love the Chiefs. Parlay that with the Bucks, which is a more of a toss-up type game. The Bucks are at home. That's why it really doesn't scare me. If we're in Buffalo, I would say, okay, watch out. But yeah, the Bucks are at home. Bucks and Chiefs really put big money on that, or even the Bucks and Chargers. I love that. Now for the NBA aspect, I ain't gonna really go into a ton of games, but I do love a game here on Thursday night. I love the Jazz on the road over the 76ers. I love the Nuggets on the road over the Spurs. The Spurs really don't have enough offensive firepower. For Friday night, it's action. I love the Knicks on the road over the Raptors. I don't like the Raptors lineup. I don't think they have enough firepower. They just got Fred VanVleet and was Obi was Anjanobi or what? I forgot his name. I can't even say his name correctly. I think he's still out. And I think just got Fred VanVleet and Siakam. He's doing an okay job. But also, I do like the Suns. I like the Suns in the late game at home over the Celtics. But yeah, from a betting aspect for NBA, I'm really just keeping it simple with the teams that I like the Jazz, the Knicks, the Nets, and the Bucks.
And then with NBA, you just got to look at spots and who's resting and revenge spots and a team to take plus the points over the last couple of weeks has been Cleveland. Watch Cleveland. They're dominating on the backboards. They dominate defensively. They played the Wizards a few nights ago, revenge spot where the Wizards beat them a couple weeks ago, and they dominated. They won by 25.
Yeah, I mean, Cleveland is a sneaky team. They got the guy. He's a really good player. Was it Larry Marketing?
Yeah, Marketing. They got Marketing, Mobley, and then Jared Allen.
Yep, from getting those rebounds, man.
Yeah,
they're
dominant. They're dominant, and then they'll sprinkle with Kevin Love a couple minutes a game, but they dominate inside, and so it's different from other NBA teams, and that's why it's always a shock because you're always playing guard-heavy teams, and then you got Cleveland one night that is not that way, and then Cleveland, especially if you're getting a +7, +8. I mean, to give an example, tonight they won huge. I mean, it was easiest bet of the night when you were looking at it against the Bulls. Bulls only had Vucevic, and so it's one big go against four bigs, and Vucevic is a soft big. He doesn't like to bang underneath, and so when you look at the matchups, it's a Cleveland matchup, and then they dominated and won easily.
Yeah,
I mean, for my bets of the week, football wise, I love the Cardinals Monday night, lay the 2.5. I'll take the Bucks at home over the Bills. I like Washington plus the points at home versus Dallas, and then I will take the Browns money line over the Ravens at home.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, those are good bets. I mean, it's been consistent with what we've been talking about. So we're looking forward. Like I said, the NFL is really coming down. This is week 14, man. So any November, December football going into the new year, it's big boy football, man. We're going to try to run the ball. The good teams are looking good now. So
cold weather, and so now it's
weather's coming into play. It's a factor, and like I said, it's going to be fun. And for the guys, like I said, we're going to try to get some of these other guys back on here.
Yeah, a good aspect to pay attention to wind at these games now, and unders are beautiful when the wind is up. And so that's a nice bet to take. So watch the weather report and consider taking unders.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, the NFL season, it's coming. Like I said, keep an eye on these games, man. Especially the NBA. Like some of these guys are in the out of the lineup. Keep an eye on that because, like I said, I don't want to give you specific games because some of these guys play, some of them don't. But from an NFL standpoint, if you don't remember nothing this weekend, the Bucks, the Chiefs, all right, and the Chargers, all right. Keep an eye on those teams and lay the big dollars on because that's what I'm doing this week. I'm getting back to letting you guys know what I'm laying big dollars on, for the weekend coming up. But yeah, like I said, that's the show. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Then again, we're on all major platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Obviously here on the YouTube channel, wherever you get your podcasts. We'll see you next show. Peace.